Sure feels like there might be some funny business going on. Is there a little nasty work going on behind the scenes? The damn numbers are cooked. You ever heard it? The books have been cooked. This is why this number is inflated versus all these other years and all these other ratings. Don't let them sell you on bullshit. I'm giving you massive amounts of side-eye, ESPN. When I saw these ratings, Nielsen recently changed its TV ratings methodology.
ESPN dropped a headline that had everyone talking for about 5 minutes. They said the WNBA Finals opener pulled in 1.9 million average viewers and peaked at 2.5 million, calling it the biggest finals audience since 1997. At first, it sounded like a huge step forward for women's basketball. But when people started looking for where that number came from,
they figured out how to inflate them numbers. They figured that out. This shift, which began to roll out in September 2025, uses more than 45 million households' data.
There was nothing, no Nielsen report, no third-party data, just ESPN's word. For a so-called historic record, that felt odd. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. Costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now back to the video.
It's a damn good question. How does it happen? ESPN scored the most watched Game 1 of the WNBA Finals presented by YouTube TV in 28 years, when literally nobody is talking about the actual finals. 1.9 million viewers on average, up 62% year on year. Peak 2.5 million.
Analysts started to dig, and fans noticed something strange too. If millions really watched the game, why wasn't anyone talking about it? Sports talk shows skipped it. Social media was quiet. No clips went viral. It felt like hearing about a movie that broke box office records. Only no one you know had seen it. The math didn't match the energy. That's when people started whispering about statistical steroids. A phrase that stuck.
We're not tuning in for the... And you think I'm not going to give you some side-eye? I'm giving you bunches of side-eye. When we choose to deceive. When are numbers not what the numbers are when you see them?
Maybe the numbers were bulked up, not with real fans, but with creative counting. The irony is ESPN sits in a tricky spot. It broadcasts the finals and also partners financially with the WNBA. So a record like that helps both sides look good. Advertisers see growth, networks brag about success, and the league gets to say it's breaking through. But when the only data source is the company that benefits from the result, you can't help but wonder. The first sign of rigging wasn't technical. It was the story itself being managed from the top down. That control over the narrative made the celebration feel more like a marketing rollout than a genuine milestone. And nobody expected that the real secret behind those inflated digits wasn't in a spreadsheet, but inside a new rating system that redefined what watching even means. What if half the people who watched the WNBA Finals never meant to? That's where Nielsen's new Big Data Plus panel comes in.
Nielsen's February expansion of out-of-home viewing and September rollout of Big Data Plus panel mean that this year's numbers have a built-in advantage to enhance measurement across linear and digital platforms, aiming to capture out-of-home and other viewing that was previously underestimated.
It's a system that counts anyone near a screen, not just the person tuned in at home. Bars, gyms, airports, restaurants, all of them add to the number. If a game is playing over the bar while someone orders fries, that short moment now becomes part of the audience total. Even people walking through a terminal while the broadcast plays can bump up the ratings. Somewhere along the way, a new question slipped in. When did glancing at a TV become the same as watching a game?
The poll I did? Will you be watching the finals? DeWanna Bonner, Alyssa Thomas, the Mercury. I saw these ratings and went, my first literal response, Oh, that's bullshit. Will you be locked in? Yes or no? Hit the poll. 96% said hell to the no.
The new setup blends data from set-top boxes with tracking from portable devices to log what it calls impressions. That means viewership isn't about actual attention anymore, it's about presence. The method expands totals fast, especially for sports content airing in public venues, but the trade-off is accuracy. Millions of supposed fans may never have watched a full possession. Critics call this counting ghosts, and it fits. It makes invisible watchers look just as real as loyal fans. The change lets any event look more popular overnight, even when the true audience hasn't grown at all. That's why people started side-eyeing those WNBA Finals numbers. They weren't seeing a flood of new fans. They were seeing a statistical illusion. Compare that to Caitlin Clark's playoff run the season before.
I want to see what the numbers are compared to, can we rerun last year's number? Can we get new numbers based on the old system? What would the viewership be under this shaky new methodology? That Connecticut Sun Fever series last year in the playoffs averaged 2.5 million viewers and peaked at 3.4.
Her games averaged more than 2.5 million verified viewers under the older Nielsen system. No bars, no airports, no ghosts. Those viewers were real people choosing to watch. The energy was everywhere, from online talk to sold-out arenas. The finals didn't repeat that, but the numbers said it did, all because the definition of watching quietly changed. And that's where instant karma kicked in, as fans started realizing the hype didn't match the reality. The WNBA didn't suddenly gain millions of fans overnight.
Yeah, she's conjuring up ratings for the Aces and the Mercury. I don't even know how else to say it. And we will look at why said ratings are not what they seem. The damn numbers are cooked. You ever heard it? The books have been cooked. Shady. Damn game can't get $35 tickets. Oh, look at these ratings.
Those numbers came from Nielsen's new system that stretched what counts as a viewer, bars, gyms, airports, even people passing by screens. That inflated data made it look like a breakthrough, but real growth comes from genuine excitement, not a new definition. Fans caught on fast and felt played, turning what should have been a celebration into a credibility problem. So next time you hear about record-breaking ratings, question what's behind it. Because true engagement doesn't need a press release, you can feel it in the crowd, not just read it in headlines.